So this is the first car from McLaren's new car company. It's the MP412C. They're going to be setting up a network of global retailers to sell it. And the company says that it's been designed with function in mind rather than style for style's sake. So if we take aerodynamics, for example, the indicators are flush with the bodywork. There are no door handles on this car because door handles ruin aerodynamics. So instead, to open the doors, you slide your hand under the door panel, and there's a touch-sensitive panel hidden in there, and the door swings open. Inside, it's taken a lot from its Formula One heritage. The steering wheel, very similar to a Formula One car. It's got gear shift paddles, like a Formula One car, and actually they've added in a little extra here, in that you can pull them forward only a half step, similar to focusing a camera when you only push the shutter down halfway, and that primes the engine so it's ready to change gear. And then when you're really at the peak power output, you can pull the lever the whole way and change gear. Of course, if you're really that good at driving, you should probably be asking McLaren for a job. Also, they've tried to keep it as narrow as possible to make it more practical, easier for driving around town. They've got the radiators at the back of the car instead of at the front. That means it's more efficient because it's nearer to the engine, so there's less pipe work. It also means, though, that they've had to put these vents in here to scoop air in and onto the radiators. And the chassis of the car is really the heart of it. Just down here, this pillar here represents the chassis, and we can get a better idea of that if we just move over to this section. This is the same pillar that I've just showed you on that car. This is a single piece of carbon fibre. It's hollow, and it's the first time that a single hollow piece of carbon fibre has been used in a car. McLaren are breaking the mould there. And this is very similar to a Formula One car, again, in that this is a safety cell, so that if you're unfortunate enough to crash this car, the car will crumple around it, it'll absorb the crash impact around it, and you're safe in the safety cell in the middle. And that's very similar to a Formula One car, the same thing that you see there. Now, initially, McLaren are going to be building 1,000 of these a year. They say that it'll have about 600 horsepower. It'll have the lowest carbon output per horsepower of any car, including even the hybrids that we see at the moment. But if you want one, well, it's going to cost you about £150,000.